Hello, Fisher's Point. This is Dale Wayman, and I'm sharing my devotions with you for this week. For the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about what God's been teaching me about my pride. And this is the third one. And this one, God really nailed it. He drove the point home. And so let me share a little bit of this third experience. And I'm sure this is not the last experience, because God will continue to refine me as I continue to listen to him. But one of the many things I like about God is his ability to speak to somebody, especially when they least expect it or in unexpected ways. I was rummaging around the basement of an old house looking for interesting things like antiques, valuables, etc. And I happened upon a trophy that was sitting in the corner. It was a good size, had the person's name on it, and the inscription said, 1985 State Bowling Champion, Adult Division. So as I looked at it, I noticed that the stand was broken. Parts of the trophy had chipped off, and it was covered in a good amount of dust, maybe even a quarter of an inch of dust. It's been there a long time. So I thought to myself, that trophy represents a lot of hard work and accomplishment. Too bad that it's discarded and just thrown away in a basement. My next thought, which I think came from God, was, Dale, that could be your trophy. What kind of things are you working hard for? What was interesting was the timing of this find. I had just received my PhD, and I was getting prepared to speak to a group of men about what God desires for men. What went through my mind next was the hard work that I endured to receive this degree, and then in my mind, I saw my diploma laying in a trash can. I really felt such unworthiness. What God was telling me was that I need to spend my life in doing things that have eternal value. Someday, I'm going to be dead, and what are people going to say about me? Oh, he was smart. He knew his stuff. But look at all the people he ignored while he's being so full of himself. So I imagine my diploma being placed in my casket with me and being placed into the ground as if that was my greatest accomplishment. I don't want my education to be the greatest thing that I've done. So what does God say about what is important? What does he desire of me? Here are just a few verses that instantly popped into my mind. It is God's will that you be sanctified, that you avoid sexual immorality. The next one, follow the way of love and eagerly desire spiritual gifts. The third one, keep yourself from being polluted by this world. And the fourth verse was, and this is it, this is where God nailed me. He says, act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. So what do you think? What does God desire for you? And what kind of things are you working hard for? Thank you so much for letting me share these 3 devotions with you. Thank you for your patience with me. And I hope you're having a good week. So long.